19th of August 2024. I often get people joking, saying that I should have seen it coming. And the fact is, I do. And I know a lot more than I say on camera. And Spirit have been telling us for a long time that we'd come to this point. People are being silenced, not just me. And I've had numerous warnings. So, unfortunately, unless I want to lose our channel again, I'm going to have to take some time out. And it's not what I want to do, but we may lose contact altogether if I don't. So, at least until we come out of retrograde, I'm going to stop posting. But it is extremely hard because I know that you're going to need a lot of guidance. So I have given you as much as I can, and I would suggest your best outlet to understand what's going on is to watch Ablas Roland Legrand. I've posted him many times on community tab, The Post it's called now. So follow him because he will give you advice you need. Find yourself an app that's got a free natal chart on it and go through it. If you are able to follow me on TikTok or Instagram and Facebook, please do, because I may at some point do lives. Live seems to be the only way I'm going to be able to do anything. I have got a Rumble account. I haven't used it yet, but if necessary, I'll probably go there. What can I say? It's a sad day. I'm gonna do just a Celtic cross art doing for you today, just so we've got some idea of what's going on. It's a sad day for Britain, really. I just don't. I've got to be very careful what I say. So let's have a look. I will be back, but right now it's just not safe for anybody to say anything. Stay strong. I will keep speaking my mind in private, but obviously this is not my I don't own this domain, so there's nothing I can do about it. So let's have a look. Hi Glass. Hail. Strange weather conditions. Spirit talked about fire and flood, didn't they? Weather wars. We've got Aquarius. We've got Uranus. So this would be what they give us to end, wouldn't they? Yeah, so I'm going to have to be careful again about what I say. So Uranus is the planet of rebellion. Third house of communication, Gemini and Aquarius. Don't dim your light to fit in. I don't want you to dim your light. Don't see this as me dimming my light. This is protecting our community. So, the 13 is about death and rebirth. So this is an ending of sorts, but there will be a rebirth at a later date. And like I said, I will do as many lives as I possibly can, but right now the censorship is off the scale. There it is. We have everything we need, but there's still something missing. There's a hole in the pit of our stomachs. A bird in a gilded cage. The nightmare will be over, but not yet. 9 weeks. We have the obstacle to overcome is the decision that needs to be made. And some are in denial, some are protecting others, and some aren't sure of all the facts. It cannot be changed that there is no equal reciprocity in this situation. There are those who see when they're shown, and those who will never see, I'm afraid. The root of the problems is we're growing, and we grow through pain. The Mother Earth, Mother Energy, abundance, crops, military, May the 31st, November the 11th, the poppy, the ancestors, 3 and 30. So the root of the problem is our happiness. In the past, there was lack of stamina, unfinished business that never got finished, people acting in haste and repenting at leisure. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. It's time to get out there. Leave the social media behind. Stop burning the candle at both ends. Stop wasting your life on material things. Love yourself first, unconditionally. What some child maybe, or you're finally learning to fill your own cup. Don't feel unworthy, don't feel ungrateful. That's the apple tree. Pare away what no longer serves you. Life is not a race. Comparison is not your friend. Don't give up. It doesn't matter what happened in the past, it matters what you do now. And there's the Scorpio energy. Today's card, 13. Death and rebirth, and a bond that can't be broken. So they can't take this away from us. Power, money, fortune is what matters to some, which is a shame. And this, I'm afraid, could be a 7-year thing. When that started or when it ends, who knows, it could be different for everybody. But it's strange that we only have 2 major arcanas and one of those is today's. So the 3 and 30 is massively important. That is when the abundance, that is when the happiness arrives. So it could be, like I said, 3rd or 30th of any month, November the 11th, May the 31st, or any Memorial Day. We are birthing a new reality, and it's massively important. you have to make decisions you don't want to make, just like I am today. And stay in touch. If you need to speak to me and you're not on any of the social media, just comment under one of the posts on the community post and I'll find it. Yeah, defeat, feeling defeated, feeling like a failure, and there it is. Chaos, losing hope. We've got to fight against that. Issues with the ankles and legs, Aquarius energy, which is in the dice. Not walking away, stuck in the misery of the past. The obstacles to overcome. What cannot be changed, though, is that we will release the shackles. And it may be that we have to rebel. Don't sign anything, don't agree to anything under duress. Free yourself. The Master Puppeteer, 15. The root of the problems is justice. Justice needs to be served. We've got to come off the fence and make a decision. There are things that have happened that we are unaware of. We're being kept in the dark or deliberately lied to. Too many. Yeah, lies, deceit and theft. Being watched. Especially your words and your thoughts. But Spirit are giving us that cup. Fill your own cup. It's refillable by you. It's never half empty or half full. It's time for no action. Don't let them know what you're doing. There's a change coming and it will be positive. But we have to be patient. And don't fear the future. We're going on a new adventure, the 22. And then Richard, the Lord Mayor of London, number 10. The answer is yes. We're doing what needs to be done. The name Lily, Daisy. Don't forget, never forget. Because you will forget. They will fill your mind with lies. You're going to have to be free thinking. Think for yourself. There is today's card. That's twice we've got it. We've got to come out of our comfort zone and transform this energy. Shed our skin. A death and a rebirth. Endings and new beginnings. Patience is needed. And then our wishes and dreams will come true. So we have to wait a little while, but we will be back even stronger. You're not alone. We won't walk this journey alone. But you mustn't dim your light to fit in. And whilst I'm outwardly, seemingly letting my light shine, I can't shine it in the way I would like on social media. We are protected, Archangel Michael. The truth always wins over evil. We may need good advice, legal advice, doctors, priests, lawyers. The root of the problems is that we're slugging our guts out, we're Cinderella. We are working for others to take the spoils. again, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy, or Jackie, depending on who you are. You've got to get out into the sunshine. In the past, you may have severed ties with people, and there'll be more of that. But now you see clearly, it is the Aquarius energy. It's refusing to dim your light, to conform, to comply. Stand up for yourself. They won't win. This is a battle. Stop banging your head against a brick wall, trying to convince people that will never learn. Come home to who you truly are. The truth will set you free. There's a fear that you will miss an opportunity or a new beginning, a gift. Finances are going to be tight. This new beginning can't take place yet. So you have to nurture yourself, fill your own cup. Spirit are giving you that gift of a new beginning. But remember what they said. There are those who see when they're shown, and those who will never see. Stop wasting your breath trying to convince them. So, Hagalaz, hail, a deep sleep. Demeter, Persephone's mother, putting the whole world into winter till her daughter can come back from the gates of hell. The Norn of the past. The past is catching up with us. The letter H. Haggle is the whitest of grain. It is whirled from the vault of heaven and tossed about by gusts of wind that melts the water. So there's the grain. This is the cold grain and driving sleet and the sickness a serpent brings. So the snake in the grass, those born in the year of the snake. The word Hagalaz, Hagol, and Hegel literally means hail or sleet, as hinted at in the word of the Anglo-Saxon and Icelandic rune poem. The rune thus suggests cold winds and bad weather. Hence the ancient Norse people were great travellers, especially by sea. Such weather conditions were not only disruptive, but dangerous. Indeed, one of their poetic descriptions of the ocean was the cold grey widow maker. There's the widow. Likewise, the appearance of Hagalaz foretells a blast of disruption sweeping through our lives. The rune is also associated with other potential misfortunes, such as the venom of the snake. Poison, toxic energies that we need to free ourselves from. It takes its name from Hagalaz. The first 8 begins with chaos and continues to describe the order that was created from it. So there is the chaos that we're going into and the order that will come from it. We are growing, like I said. Chaos is unexpected, although it is intimately connected with the past. The goddess most closely associated with Hagalaz is Erd, one of the 3 Norns who wove the web of fate. And there is the web of fate. Erd was thought to be the Norn of the past, the other 2, Verdandi, Skuld, being the present and future respectively. Another more sinister goddess is also connected with this rune. She is Hel, or Hela. The name Helen could be important. from whose name we derive the English word hell. A hideous apparition. Hell was thought to be a mouldering corpse on the right side of her face, and yet a beautiful woman on the left. This dreadful goddess was the ruler of the world of the dishonoured dead. What did I say? We've dishonoured the ancestors, and I'm afraid now we are about to reap the rewards. Guardian of the roads and passageways between the worlds, the watchful Heimdall also has an association with the rune. Interestingly, in runic astrology, Hagalaz is said to represent Halloween. So October the 31st, I will definitely be back for that. This is the rune of the unknown. There's the unknown. The frightening and mysterious events, the sudden disruptive things are about to occur. Your life will turn on its head for a while, and you will have very little power to avert these happenings, which, like the cold Arctic winds, will blow hard and confuse your senses. With swirling sleet, this meaning could be taken quite literally as disruptions to travel plans due to inclement conditions, but it is more likely that it is an interpretation that goes beyond the mere literal. It is fortunate that the cold winds of icy reality are set to blow, and will soon yield to a softer breeze of spring. So hope is implicit. Keep hope alive. All that you have to do is sit out the storm and make sure that you wrap up warm. Hagalaz is also considered to be the rune of gamblers, especially those who take risks, since it is the 9th of the Elder Fulhark series. It has a correspondence with the number 9. Many rune readers do not consider Hagalaz to have an inverted meaning. It always has a disruptive or uncomfortable influence. However, if you should choose to, there is a danger of silly, avoidable accidents. In this case, the rune suggests that more forethought would be a very good idea. Take your time, don't rush, and think through each of your moves very carefully. Don't open your mouth, don't drop yourself in it at any point. Go like you would in a dark place. Third house. It's about the hands, the arms, the shoulders, your thoughts and words, schools, the colour yellow, communication, siblings, short journeys, learning, your immediate environment, your neighbours, and your manner of speech. Watch how you speak to people. Because unfortunately, we have people that are prepared to inform on others. The third house embodies the beginning of your self-expression. The sign and planets placed here either facilitate or restrict the flow, whereas the sign on the cusp indicates whether clear communication or confusion can be anticipated, and how easy it is for us to learn. This is linked to your rational left brain, the 9th house being abstract thought. The 3rd house also describes the concrete function of a person's intellectual process. If there is a strong emphasis on this house in the chart, acquiring new skills will be a motivating factor throughout life. Mercury in the 3rd house of a person's chart suggests a natural communicator, but if Saturn is in the 3rd house, learning or communication may be difficult, particularly in early years. Chiron in the 3rd house may well indicate someone who is deeply wounded by what people say or who is, for one reason or another, prevented from speaking a unique personal truth. And that's what I'm suffering at the minute. I'm being prevented from speaking a natural truth. So, Aquarius in Uranus. This placement wants to revolutionise humanity, securing equal rights for all. Thought processes are ingenious and could resort to terrorism. And I don't even need to clarify that. So, the dual soul of humanity is separated by the cross of matter, linking the human to the divine, supported and energized by the circle of spirit. It's ruled by Aquarius. Well done, Spirit. Its detriment is Leo, which we had at the bottom of the deck. It's exalted in Scorpio, which we've got. And its fall is in Taurus. Chaos, change, vibration, originality, unpredictability, non-conformity, deviance, revolution, rebellion. The higher mind, intuition, change and transformation, liberation, research, breakdown, genius, inventions and technology. The great mover and shaker, and we've seen the earthquakes in America, symbolizing change or chaos. Uranus seeks to transcend its limits, and so should you. Do not dim your light. To move beyond the boundaries of established thought and to crack resistance. Opening the way. It is the rebellious energy that throws off the past to make room for the new. As such, the position of Uranus in a birth chart reveals, and I was born under Uranus, I'm afraid, where the soul needs to break free from restrictions. But when Uranian energy flows out of control, revolution will run wild. The greatest challenge for Uranus is to preside over orderly evolution and take the best of the past into the new and make crisis into an opportunity. And that's what they want you to do. Make this crisis into an opportunity. You can't make it up. And this is why they're getting annoyed. And it's not me, it's just the cards. But there we have it. The number 9, 999, emergency. In England, Uranus, the genius. And yes, Spirit, you're blowing your own trumpet. I know you are geniuses. So, at least they didn't leave you on not understanding that they are there. Sarcasm. Oscar, Kim and Wilde could be important. The public is wonderfully tolerant. It forgives everything except genius. There will be a sudden bolt of surprise that causes chaos. Uranus is the great awakener, and here to wake you up, so that those who see will be shown, and those who will never see. But all of us are going to be slapped in the face if we're not awake. This is 2 expressions of deities. Gaia, Mother Earth, where's she gone? Our Mother Energy. Lost her, but she's there somewhere. The Empress. And Father Sky. As the high octave of Mercury, Uranus arrives to break the rules and smash established structures. It is the planet of not only genius, but also intuition, which arrives in sudden flashes like lightning, seemingly out of nowhere. Uranus is the revolutionary planet, opening up channels to the higher mind and bringing out necessary changes which can no longer be resisted. The great humanitarian Uranus is not really personal. It is a viewpoint. It is one that is detached and unemotional. It symbolises the one who doesn't really need a partner, but is a friend and soulmate to everyone. Those under the influence of Uranus are objective just enough to derive reliable insight into other people's motivations. These types tend to be brainy and cool, and such detachment is needed when everything is about to be turned upside down. Twice they've said it. Another very important element of Uranus is its link to technological advances and how the future is going to look and be. When the Uranus card comes up in a reading, there will be jolts and surprises in regards to your question or focus. After all, Uranus is the upstart planet, so there isn't going to be a smooth ride here. You can anticipate matters to turn rather eccentric, if not shocking, and not in the way you expected. But do not look upon these manifestations as wrong for you. Instead, go with it and see how your life becomes transformed in ways not exactly as you predicted, but better. You may feel excitable and nervous at the present, especially when it comes to things you're currently focusing on. It may seem as if everything is speeded up, even forced against your will, but it's not a good idea to resist. The best approach is to entertain the possibility of what you're about to learn. You can anticipate this change to be liberating, offering you a new course or path. Since Uranus is the planet of technology, you will find yourself having to master new tools, a machine, a computer, or even jobs involving the internet. Since Uranus is the planet of air, storms and lightning, anything having to do with flight, messages carried via the air, electrical energies will be a major part of it. Phones, television sets, computers, artificial intelligence, bionics may also figure in. Your surroundings may start to exhibit electrical malfunctions. It is important to pay close attention to the wiring in your home or office. It is also important to point out the connection between Uranus and alternative forms of sexuality and gender identity. In fact, in Victorian England, homosexuals and transgender people were referred to as Uranians. Therefore, you might find yourself among people with alternative viewpoints, sexuality, and sometimes people of a different class or background. All in all, this card means your life is about to be changed in ways that are massive rather than small. The Uranus card says, go with it and see what happens. It is the Tower card, the number 16. It's change, revolution, shocks, genius, technology, alternative lifestyles, fire and flood, arguments, accidents. It is the ivory tower that we built for ourselves, which is where we started. That's now become a prison. The gatekeeper is about power and abundance, and where you see that power and what you see as abundance, because everybody is different. The dragon was born in the year of the dragon, at number 32. The dragon to the Celts is seen as the gatekeeper to the other worlds, the caretakers of treasures. Drawing the gatekeeper card is very significant. This high vibrational card means that abundance will come. So where is she gone? The mother energy. She's our abundance. She will bring us growth. She will, there she is, nurture it. Drawing the gatekeeper's card is very significant. It has not gone unnoticed. This high vibrational card means that abundance is coming your way because you have put in the hard work. It has not gone unnoticed, and the dragon is gifting you with help and abundance in whatever form you need at this time for your future success. You might have reached a point where you know where you are going and what you need to do, but the resources don't seem to be there for you. Know that they will come at the right time. And once you gain the ally of the dragon, you must ensure you remain true to your word. They don't take kindly to liars and tricksters, which we've got in here, but are also able to recognise one if they see one. They will only appear to you if you are worthy and humble about it. There is no place for ego here. There is only space for truth and the eagerness to do good. So the truth will set you free. The most powerful of all Celtic symbols, the dragons were also known as great protectors. There's your protection. They protect the great treasures of the world that man always longed for. The Celts believed that wherever the dragon flew, the land would become more powerful. They are symbols of visions, wisdom, and prophecy. They were the guardians of all knowledge and wisdom, which may be why we see them sitting on their gold. You see, treasure is not always about money or material items. Therefore, by drawing this card, you may ask the dragon for their guidance, wisdom, and knowledge of the future. They will aid you by giving you riddles to solve. So animals, birds, insects that you see, look them up as animal terms. I've taught you enough, now you should know what the signs are. They may aid you by giving you riddles to solve, but know that any guidance from the dragons will help you on your quest. So look for the signs from Spirit, and if you're in any doubt, like I said, message me on the post. And there she is, the number 5, the redhead that was at the bottom of the deck. The Leo feminine. To some, the number 5 means changes, and she is the snake. 5. So the goddess. Nothing can grow in barren lands. There is no horn of plenty right now. So we need to end this and begin something new. The goddess is the source and embodiment of eternal feminine. So there she is, the eternal feminine. She's not happy. There's arguments with a woman. Mother Earth is crying. She's symbolised by her crown that shows the waxing, full and waning moon. She is the maiden, the mother of the crone, Fate. Her generous bounty feeds all the creatures of earth, nurturing body, soul with infinite love. This card simply means that you have forgotten to reach out to the loving embrace of the goddess. It is time to do so now. Love, grace, strength. You are the beloved child of the goddess. What are the gifts that the goddess has given you? Use your talents. And finally, cannabis. Cannabis is, for most, just a recreational drug. For others, they know that the healing properties are endless when used correctly. So, it is the number 6. The Latin name, Cannabis sativa. The moon, Venus, which is love, Saturn, which is truth, and Neptune, which is confusion. Water and earth, making mud that makes bricks for firm foundations. Magically, cannabis can be used to enhance meditation, divination, spirit contact, and in some traditions as part of mystery initiation rites. Those are the traditional magics of ingestion and inhalation, to shift the consciousness of the practitioner. In more outward forms of magic, the leaves, flowers, and resin can be used in healing ritual to help the recipient to open to healing, dissolves rigidity, and feel the natural flow of life. Sprinkle it upon a candle. Cannabis tea can be used to wash on magical tools to help open to other realities, such as scrying mirror to see through time and space, or upon a blade or wand to open the gates and call forth spirit. Cannabis can be sprinkled into magical ink to empower your spells and help write or draw from a place of direct spiritual guidance. Care should be used in working magically with this plant, just because it is not toxic like many of the witchcraft herbs. Excessive use can diminish your results. The nature of cannabis is to lighten and open, dissolving rigid boundaries and bringing out our childlike loving nature. It expands our awareness, our field of consciousness, not only to other humans, but all of nature. It can help us get in touch with our body, but also the body of the earth and our relationship to it. Cannabis can aid in increasing telepathic ability and awareness. The healing nature helps us find joy and humour, allowing us to see ourselves and the world in a different light, calming us and also enhancing creativity. When cannabis reverse comes up, we might feel lost and adrift and need some structure to balance an excessive of dissolution. We must find our own centre in the midst of the streams of life and establish a sense of self without slipping into fear. So please don't fear. Be open, be connected. You should be joyful. Do what makes you smile. So like I said, it is with deep regret that I'm saying it, but now is not the time to be doing what I'm doing. They will take me down completely. You take care, love and light. Like I said, if you need me, just holler. Speak soon. Bye.